Hi, my name is Luther Garcia, and I'm the CEO of Animated Insights. At Animated Insights, we have two main lines of business. One is we have a software platform. It's a digital twin called Pebble. And the other line of business is that we also have a BMS contracting business. What we do is we basically make a digital replica of a building, and through Pebble, our platform, we allow for direct control of all the dynamic devices that we can get access to, as well as we create a living asset registry, which basically has documents all the key parts of infrastructure, so that it's easier to manage and operate these buildings, as well as gain intuition as to what's going on with these buildings, the amount of energy being consumed, and carbon emissions, and costs, and how these buildings are being operated and maintained. Animated Insights is involved with digital twins because when we had an opportunity to get access, or you know be called in by one of our manufacturing partners to service some buildings in New York City, we saw how BMS service was being delivered, and we thought, we could use digital twin, Microsoft, off of Microsoft Azure's platform, to revolutionize the way that BMS service was delivered to these buildings. We also integrate third-party analytics into this platform, and a lot of the analytics, they're having graphs and incredible information, but their UIs, when you actually display that incredible data on the 3D model, it makes it even more powerful and easier to consume. So we felt that a digital twin was the best way. Creating a digital twin of the buildings was the best way to really be able to manage them and control them. We tend to work with currently really large commercial real estate. So for example, the Chrysler building is one of our deployments. We're also deploying in the MetLife building. That we should be delivering that to the customer in April. So those kinds of buildings, and then that's our direct model, and then we have an indirect model where some of our partners, as our BMS contracting, big, we're an integration partner for Schneider Electric and some others, and Siemens in particular. They've been bringing us into opportunities globally. There's some universities and things like that where they have customers who are going to them looking for a digital twin, and we're a really good partner because our model is to partner with companies like Siemens and Schneider and Honeywell and JCI, and then all the analytics providers. The next bit is new construction we're going to be getting into, so maybe we can just be specified. But at the moment, our specialty is really buildings that already exist, and 80% of all buildings that will be standing in 2050 are already built. So most of those don't have BIM models and things like that. So we do the nasty work of integrating everything and building 3D models and doing all the device and point mapping for those kinds of buildings. So that's really our strength. The key thing with digital twins are two things. People need to understand that what a digital twin is to me and to the customers that have been buying them is it's a real interface into your building. So in other words, the 3D model is just a piece of it. Just seeing it and understanding it, that's just a piece of it. It's the integration that's critical. It has to be integrated with all the different components. Static data, people like to see where are the valves located on these pipes. So there's informational stuff on the model, but then you have to have the telemetry and the data so that you can gain insight as to how the building is functioning and performing. But then you have to then put that data in. Our approach is to then make that data actionable. Yeah, it's really critical. I think because of standards, right, or lack thereof. There aren't a lot of standards yet for in the space that we're in. There's some really important decisions being made, like for example, real estate core, which is within Microsoft, how you model different objects and things like this, and if as we want to make sure that as we're designing and continue to evolve our platform, that we're doing it in a way that's going to not just be some proprietary closed box that is going to be obsolete in the future, or it's going to handicap us because we don't use standards that are agreed to by the industry. And the Digital Twin Consortium seems to be the place to go to determine those standards. And we want to have a voice, and we also want to have visibility as to where that is going.